Muhammad Umar Farooq biological video. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share. Ask the question for answer and comment about the artwork. You can also answer question to each other for solving the problem. So today we will discuss about the neuromuscular junction, synapse and nerve impulse. So that is important is the neuromuscular junction. The neuromuscular junction means the junction between the muscle and neuron. On the other hand, the synapse is the structure which that is the two neurons interconnected via a synapse, that is the synaptic cleft is the gap between the nerve end which that interconnected to run the impulse for neuromuscular junction for muscle contraction or pain or something which that is related to the nerve impulse. So as well as we will discuss about the nerve impulse and synapse and neuromuscular junction with detail. So here is the brain which that's contain a many more neuron which that contain interneuron is mostly, and that's a different type of neuron which that is present. So here we will not discuss about the type of because it's not a anatomical aspect. So here is the neuron which that's contain are dendrites, and axon which that is surrounded by the Schwann cell is known as the myelinated axon. Axon run the impulse basically, and here is the Schwann cell which contain a nucleus, and that is axon is here to here. Impulse is jumping of the impulse node to node. It is known as the saltatory conduction. So the saltatory conduction is more higher speed as compared to the normal impulse which that is the unmyelinated axon. So unmyelinated axon are present in the brain which that contain a white matter. On the other hand, the gray matter contain a myelinated axon. So important to know about that. So here is the another cell which that's contain a neuron. So suppose it is a motor neuron, and that's other is the sensory neuron which that sends the signal from here, for example skin or something, so which that is known as the affector neuron to receptor is the receiving the problem or interneuron, and go is the effector. So here is the neuromuscular junction are present is known as the effector neuron which that give the effect, and here is the interconnected is known as the synapse. So this synapse is the um, cytoplasmic uh, separation, so that is not interconnected to each other completely. That is the basically attachment via a knob of the dendrites. So here is the dendrites, and here is the movement of impulse from here to here, that is interneuron which that's go into the motor neuron after the sensory neuron activity which that give the signal toward the spinal cord, and that's bring the signal toward the muscles via a motor neuron. So sensory neuron used for sense and motor neuron used for the muscle contraction, for example. So the motor neuron is the can be voluntary or involuntary. Voluntary into the skeletal muscle, and involuntary into the digestive system, and many more. So here is the extracellular matrix which that we are discussing about our nerve impulse. So it is not a saltatory conduction. We will just recap the just nerve impulse. So here is the extracellular fluid, extracellular matrix is outside, and that here is the basically intracellular matrix is known as the neuronal axon. So neuronal axon contain inside is the amino acid, chloride, acidic medium, hydroxyl ion, and different type of ions, which that create the positive charge outside, and inside is negative due to the negative ion is much more. For example, amino acid and fatty acid, as well as the basically uh, basically potassium ions. So these create a negative charge, and their voltage is the negative millivolt resting membrane potential. That is mean The resting membrane potential means the not interchanging, not is going to impulse during the resting time. It is not impulse will be produced, so that is why it is known as resting. When action potential create, the three sodium ions will move inside and two potassium ions move outside. What is the mean? That is change the charge by using ATP. It is active transport because against the osmotic gradient, it means positive charge creation. So here is the negative charge creation is the outside, while outside is the positive charge. So what should be happen? It should go the basically negative to positive without osmotic gradient. So that is the osmosis, but here is the against the active transport, and active transport is a many more ions, chloride ions, that move inside and outside for changing the charge. For example, inside is a positive. Why? Because potassium ions contain many more electron as compared to the sodium ion. So 3 sodium contain less electron as compared to the 2 potassium ion. So it means it generates the negative charge outside because the electron electron increase and inside electron deficiency. So here is the graph which that show the action potential. So here is basically, here is the depolarization will be occur from minus 50 millivolt to 0, and that 0 is the threshold. It means the threshold which that is trigger the depolarization to create the charge positive 50. So this positive 50 millivolt will be give the impulse. After the one channel will be increased, that repolarization will be again. It means the repolarization without, it is passive transport that move from outside to inside and inside to outside for repolarization. But on the other hand, the repolarization, during the repolarization is the hyperpolarization will be occur is due to the less than minus 50 millivolt. After this activity, again ion will set and their point, and again chloride ion etc will rapidly move where they need to create a negative charge inside. So it means the recovery phase. So the depolarization, repolarization, and their time is required. It means the millisecond. So important to know that. So nerve impulse or action potential, nerve impulse or action potential is created from here. If we will talk about the myelinated axon, so saltatory conduction will be occur. Saltatory conduction mean the jumping of nerve impulse from node to node. So that is why important. So here is the, you can say that here is the failed impulse. The failed impulse is the less than threshold. So the threshold is the stimulator to create a nerve impulse. On the other hand, here is the synapse. When nerve impulse create, so here is the mitochondria which contain acetyl-CoA and different type of neurotransmitter. So acetyl-CoA will bind with the choline to produce neuroacetylcholine receptor, acetylcholine neurotransmitter, which that is here is the acetylcholine receptor, which that receive the acetylcholine and exchange the ions into another axon. So potassium will be move outside and sodium inside from the pre-neuron, and that's post-neuron will again do like that, and this impulse will generate farther way. On the other hand, here is the sodium and potassium channel, which that is recovery, and again repolarization will be occur, and again next neuron will take the activity or take the job for the nerve impulse continuously movement or continuously going on. So what happened in this way? Here is the basically the 3 sodium ions will be move inside and 2 potassium ion move. We are just taking the ion which that is sodium potassium ATP as pump use for it, but many more ion are present which that is used for it. For example, amino groups or something. But we should understand just with a 2 type of ions which does contain a negative and positive potential generation into the neuron. So here is a neuromuscular junction, a synaptic cleft, and that's a neuron to neuron interconnection via a cytoplasmic gap. So that is mean basically intercellular gap. So intercellular gap create, and there's a neurotransmitter which use from it. So that important thing is that it is the many more stimulator, the stimulant which that is used uh, uh, as a neurotransmitter. For example, nicotine, cannabinoid chemicals, or many more, adrenaline, dopamine, serotonin, and that's different type of neurotransmitter. So on the other hand, here is the neuromuscular junction, mean muscle to neuron attachment. So here is the basically here is the neuromuscular junction which contain a sarcoplasmic reticulum and T tubule, which that is we will discuss in the later video, in this video, in the later portion. So here is the acetylcholine receptor are present, and the mitochondria will generate acetyl-CoA plus choline, and calcium will move in to attach. Calcium move inside, and attachment with the acetylcholine to acetyl-CoA to choline, and then produce a acetylcholine neurotransmitter. This neurotransmitter will bind with the acetylcholine receptor, and the receptor will generate the muscle contraction by the calcium releasing from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. By the sodium ion will move inside to create action potential. So the first of all, that neurotransmitter will be bind to create a nerve impulse. So here the sodium will be moved out. Why? Because calcium will move out. Why? Because sodium will move inside to create a more positive charge into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. So it means the calcium ion is contain two positive charge. So it means the positive to positive repel. It means that it means the more concentration of sodium ion positive to repel the calcium ion to go into the actin and myosin filament to contract actin, basically binding with the troponin, and tropomyosin junction will be formed by the myosin head attachment to move the muscle. So here we will discuss about the whole detail about the neuromuscular junction. So here I am drawing the cytoplasm. Here is the cytoplasm of the muscle fiber that contain sarcomeres, many more sarcomeres of the muscle fibril. So here is the extracellular fluid. On the other hand is the basically this is the sarcoplasmic sarcolemma, which that is the just like a cell membrane. So that sarcolemma is known as. And here is the potassium and sodium exchange, just like an impulse created, and ATP used to create a positive charge inside more and negative charge outside more. What is the meaning of this? Glucose will be converted into the pyruvate, and this pyruvate will go into the mitochondria, and mitochondria will generate the acetyl-CoA from here. You know about that? Glucose to pyruvate. So these pyruvate will be release the acetyl-CoA by the not go into the TCA cycle, and that is the acetyl-CoA will calcium ion move inside, and this calcium ion move inside to bind with the acetyl-CoA to convert acetyl-CoA calcium ion binding factor, and this binding choline acetyl transferase enzyme used to bind choline and the coenzyme acetyl-CoA enzyme, which that bind with the enzyme of choline esterase transferase to create a choline acetylcholine neurotransmitter. So this neurotransmitter is very important, and that's the neurotransmitter used for the neuromuscular junction just only. On the other hand, many neuron which that is contained, but here we will discuss is the just acetylcholine receptor, acetylcholine neurotransmitter. So here is the choline will be bind, which that is I am saying about that choline will be bind with a choline acetyltransferase enzyme. So these choline acetyltransferase enzyme will create a neurotransmitter by the calcium usage. So there's a calcium will be used. After the using of calcium, there's move out, and that's move out mean potassium will move inside, and that is why the choline contain a negative charge. Basically, it's create a less than more than electron than potassium, so there's potassium move inside, that creates the more negative ions, and it means the negative ion move release the acetylcholine receptor, acetylcholine neurotransmitter outside is known as exocytosis. So that's endocytosis after the exocytosis. So here, first of all, we will discuss about the exocytosis. After the exocytosis, which that is done in the millisecond. So there's remember about this thing. So here is the neurotransmitter which that bind by the acetylcholine receptor. So that's acetylcholine receptor will bind to generate the action potential. What is the action potential? Sodium ion move inside. So what is the meaning of inside movement of sodium ion? Sodium ion will move inside to create a positive charge, which that is create the positive charge which affect the calcium ion. So we will talk about the calcium ions. So here that's move in the, here is the T tubule which that's invaginate into the sarcolemma. Invagination create, and their sodium ion changing further and further and going on inside of the T tubule. And this T tubule is very important to know that it's contain a calcium ion also. So the calcium ion will be received by the DHRP receptor. So the DHRP receptor is used for it. Here is the DHRP receptor. So these DHRP receptor will receive the calcium, and that's go into the sarcoplasmic reticulum from the T tubule, and this calcium ion will also move inside, and that's create a more positive charge. So that's more positive charge will lead to expel the calcium ion. So you should remember about that positive repel. So that is mean the electron, it's depend on the electron. It means the basically troponin is the negative charge containing part. So here is the positive charge which that attract the negative. So just remember about that. And here is the potassium ion will move outside also to create a a positive charge, because sodium ion will move inside. So it means the potassium ion also go outside, just like our nerve impulse which that we had studied in this video previously. So here is the basically positive charge will be produced, and this positive charge will lead to release the calcium ion through the RYR receptor. RYR receptor, that is known as the exportation of the calcium ion from a sarcoplasmic reticulum into the cytoplasm for muscle contraction. So the sarcoplasmic reticulum is here, which that is look like that is a cross section of the neuromuscular junction. So remember about these things. That is the cross section of the neuromuscular junction. So here is the calcium ion will be released, and this calcium ion release to, that is the outside will be negative charge, and this negative charge will lead to release, and that's here is the troponin. Three beads like structure are present which that contain a negative charge. Why? Because it is the amino acid. So the amino acid which that able to donate the proton to complete the, so the calcium ion contain a double positive charge, two positive charge, so that's why it's attracted by it, troponin. So that's here is the myosin head, which that is contain a myosin tubule, which that's contain a pair of head which that's attached by the actin protein, which that are muscles. Here is the sarcomere model, just like for understanding, you should know about that. So that here is the calcium ion will be bind to trigger the attachment of the myosin head, and that will lead to muscle contraction, where we will want to contract that muscle by the neuromuscular junction. So if we will need to contract the muscle, then we will contract the muscle, and after the release or relax the muscle is need energy. So remember about that, ATP is used for the detachment of the actin and myosin binding site. So there's actin and myosin binding site will be released, and that is why the releasing is the basically here is the hydrolyzation of the actin and myosin. If not hydrolyzation during death, that is known as rigor mortis. It means the deficiency of ATP lead to stop the muscle relaxation. So the muscle will remain stop where there. So here is the again calcium ion of the muscle contraction back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. So remember about that. So here now we will discuss about here the negative charge inside, and here is the positive charge outside will be created by the sodium potassium ion exchange. It means the sodium will be move inside to create negative charge. So this negative charge will be chloride ion also move inside to create a negative charge. This negative charge, it means the more increase of the negative charge due to the increase of the electron, and this electron negative charge inside move basically or stimulate the sarcoplasmic reticulum. So the sarcoplasmic reticulum will receive by the this charge. Here is the potassium inside into the cytoplasm, further go into the sarcoplasmic reticulum by the exchange of sodium potassium ATP as pump active transport to use, and inside create a negative charge. So the negative charge will be creation, that is mean the inside is the negative charge calcium ion will be moved inside by the RYR receptor. So RYR channel, sorry. So the RYR channel will be moved inside. So you should remember about these things. So that's very easy to understand. It's not complicated. Just watch these things. So here is the RYR channel will be receive the calcium ion. Why? Because inside will be create a negative charge. So important to note that. So that's our sarcoplasmic reticulum restoring this calcium ion for further using these things. So the calcium will back move into the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and also RYR receptor, which that is released from the DHRP receptor into the extracellular fluid for backward. So if excess of calcium ion, if not excess, so if not excess, it lead to enter more from the outside. So here is the, so here important thing to know that the sodium ion will move inside to create a positive charge. So the positive charge creation from the sodium move inside to release the calcium ion. So here is the important thing is the neurotoxin are present is known as conotoxin, which that release from the sea snail toxin is known as the conotoxin, which that inhibit the movement of sodium ion to inside. So that's inhibition is lead to paralysis or muscle contraction stop and heartbeat stop. That's ultimately lead to the death On the other hand, here is the B cell or B memory cell, which that is relieved from the thymus gland. And there's a B cell or B memory cell will lead to stimulate by the neurotransmitter is known as the stimulus unusual unknown stimulus, which that stimulate to create the antibody by the dendritic cell. That's dendritic cell will recognize, and these will produce antibody, and this antibody will be attached from here, and this antibody lead to acetylcholine receptor blockage, and this also lead to paralysis or cramp or something, which that is the genetic disease, and that is known as the myasthenia gravis. So important to know that is one more thing is the after the complete the muscle contraction, that is the here is the sarcolemma, and that is after the complete contraction, that is acetylcholine receptor will not acetylcholine neurotransmitter will not go back into the neuron, but it will be split into two molecules by the using of enzyme is known as degrading enzyme, which that degraded the CoA plus choline, and this CoA and choline will move back into the neuron by a choline receptor, and CoA will not move inside, but choline receptor will allow to move inside by the calcium ion move inside. So the calcium ion will move inside. What is the meaning of this? Choline contain negative charge, it means the excess of electron, but the calcium ion will contain a less amount of calcium, less amount of electron. So that's a deficient electron create a positive charge, which that's again move the choline inside. So the inside movement of choline, which that is attached by the again calcium binding with the CoA to choline acetyl transferase enzyme to choline, and CoA calcium binding to attach with the choline acetyl transferase enzyme to create a what is this to create a basically here is the calcium ion will move inside, so after this move outside to release again. So that is important to know that. So thanks for watching, please subscribe the channel and support by subscription.